card you got on all latex. I'm getting all that. You better not waste that.
Don't waste it. And we back.
We is back like we never left. I was going to say something else that's so inappropriate. I'm Adrian.
What?
Like cook crack. You know I'm a 80s baby.
That's a new one.
I'm country. You know, that's what we do. But again, I'm Adrian.
I'm Taylor.
And this is The Art of Being a Baby Mama.
Clock it.
As the kids would say. I can't stand that.
Oh, I do it all the time. Clock it.
I think I'm just an old lady sometimes. But Taylor did let me know that the kids are no longer saying
6, 7.
And that's why?
Because they will write a 670-word essay of why they should not say 6, 7.
I know that's right. I was so tired
Honestly,
of hearing
if
it.
I'm going like this, I feel like I'm juggling boobs.
Yeah. The kids don't know that though.
They don't understand.
They don't sexualize
This
anything.
is like
They're inappropriate all the time and they have no clue.
no clue.
No clue.
But when I was younger, I would probably be singing and doing stuff that I think is like all good, and it's really like not okay.
So my dad used to always be like, you think you saying freaking is okay? And I'm like, yeah, what's the problem? It's like a substitute for the F word.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously my dad knew that, but I didn't. I used to be like, why is he against me? Why does he hate me so much? Meanwhile, now when my kids say it, I'd be like, hold on now.
Right.
Are you trying to F-bomb me?
Right.
Right.
Cut it. So this episode, we are talking about communication and scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times relationships and partnerships go wrong because of communication and scheduling. We've talked about communication in a broader sense, and we've talked about scheduling a little bit, but this episode, I want to get more in depth of what makes our scheduling run so well and what doesn't make our scheduling run so well, and kind of like our conflicts with scheduling sometimes, and how
it's gonna be spicy.
Yes.
I like that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
So our first question is about communication.
Okay.
What makes you tick in communicating? Like, what is that one thing that is just, ooh, like, you just got under my skin. Don't talk to me like that.
Well, it's you don't do it. Your man does it. When he starts talking to me like he's my dad, I can't stand it. Like, you are not my dad. You do not run this show. And it really irks me because I know for a fact that he doesn't talk to you like that. And I've said it before. I'm like, why would you talk to me a way that you wouldn't talk to Taylor? Because I know, listen, in my opinion, Taylor, you run the show. Okay, you're the boss at the house, and it should be that way.
You're so
and
funny.
I feel like, and that's just my perception. Everyone has their own. So when he starts trying to like talk crazy to me, and he hasn't done it in so long, so I can't even give you an example. But like he'd be like, "Bro, first of all, I'm not your bro. First of all, you're not talking to Tristan and Princeton. I'm not your bro. Second of all, either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. If not, then let's not talk about it anymore because now I got attitude. I've checked out." So me and you have never had, in my opinion, a poor communication style or been irritated. The one thing that you do that irritates me is when you send long messages, but you know that already. You know that about me now. And it's just not so much irritation. It'll have me check out. If I open up a text and it's this long, I'm like, yep, I'm going to deal with that later. I'm going to take a nap now. So, but that's really it. But other than Gabe talking to me as if I'm one of his children, one of his million children, I don't really have an issue.
I feel like he's just in dad mode all the time. He can't help himself. He's such a dad.
Sometimes he's cool though. Like me and him will laugh. I really like Gabe when me and him can laugh because I look at him as a big kid. Like I genuinely look at him as a big ass kid, and I think he's funny. I do think he's funny. I think he's corny, but I think he's funny. And that is an allure of him, right? Like you get that. Okay, whatever. But when you start trying to be the boss, you is not the boss of me, bruh. So what do I do to make y'all mad?
I don't think so. I personally don't have anything. I'm sure when Gabe comes on the podcast, he has something else to say because y'all used to go at it. But I don't find our communication ever to be a problem, I think we learned really quickly, or at least me personally, I learned really quickly what made you tick and what didn't make you tick.
You could read the room.
And I adjusted because I didn't want y'all to have your communication issues and then us to have our communication issues, because then nothing would have gotten accomplished.
Ever.
So I think I just read how you reacted to certain things and made sure not to communicate how you want it.
Yeah. How you didn't want.
Didn't want.
Right. And then like scheduling. Like we're super good at switching. Like for Thanksgiving, I really wanted the boys, but you guys had made these plans to go to Tennessee. And I
Mhm.
was like, you know what? I knew how important being with my cousins was for the holidays. So I was like, you know what? I can do it. It's not like it's like, oh my God, I'm bending over backwards. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I guess the good point for that is like to not make mountains out of molehills. Like if we can switch, what's the problem?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and when we switch. We be like, okay, we switching on a Wednesday. Okay, we gonna make sure we get all 7 of them days back, and you gonna get all 7 of your days back. We gonna get them days.
Listen, because I need a week break. You need a week break. We need breaks.
I was just thinking about that because, we have my bonus child now. And when she comes in town, I'd be like scratching my head, like, what am I gonna do with all 3 of these children? But then I've also thought about it's so much better to have all of them at once rather than having 1, then 2, then 1. No, I'd rather
Mhm.
just get it all over with. Get the aggravation done in 1 week because I'd be so tired.
Yeah.
I get irritated too easily. I have no patience, and I came up in the era of kids in the room, grown folks out here. And I
Yes.
do think that it's okay now that I've experienced everyone in the living room living in the living space.
Mhm.
I enjoy that, but to a certain extent. Like if we're gonna be in the living space, let's all be doing the same thing.
Yes.
Right? Like let's watch movies together.
Yes.
Let's play games together. But if we in here, I'm on my phone watching football, because Dre does it where he brings 3 TVs in the same room. So I can watch what I want to watch. He gets to watch what he wants to watch, and the kids get to watch what they want to watch.
Oh no. That's
Overstimulated.
overstimulating. Ooh.
Overstimulated.
I
Okay.
would. Ooh.
Then they don't stay focused on their TV
No, they
long
don't.
enough. Especially his daughter. She's gonna go get toys.
Yeah.
Now the living room is playroom. Actually, y'all can go on back in the other room and do what y'all need to do.
Yes.
So there's pros and cons to both. I would much prefer get the kids in the kids room, but when we want to play a game, come on, let's all hang out.
Yes.
Like, but I was like, I started thinking one day, I was like, am I bad for that? And it's like, no.
We need our peace.
Yeah, why y'all so
we
loud?
need our peace and quiet.
Why are y'all so
Especially
loud?
they wake up on 1,000 like
Oh my
immediately.
God.
Recently, so I wake the kids up super early in the morning. 6:30, we're out the house by 7:15. They will come
Ouch.
in the morning and they'll be like, Grayson? I'm like, sir,
Grayson sleep.
everybody's still asleep but us. We need to shh this morning. You can't.
You got Gus. I told Dre, I told his daughter, I said, hey, when we get our new house, you guys stay in your own room.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't do this. Like, she sleeps in her room majority of the time, but sometimes she'll like come in, wake us up, because she love her daddy. And I'm sure you can relate, because I'm sure Soraya love her daddy.
Her daddy won't kick her out the dang bed.
Oh, God bless you. I think the boys are really sad that they can't sleep in the bed with me anymore. I think they struggle with that. But yeah, Tristan has told me that Gabe has him sleeping outside the door. He won't let him sleep in the room with y'all.
Who?
Tristan said, I slept outside the door before.
When?
I don't know. This was a while ago.
These kids just be making stuff up in their head.
They snitching.
You know dang well that their daddy not gonna make them sleep outside the door.
He's such a scaredy cat. He was like, because I was having a nightmare. And I'm trying not to curse. When I've woken up and that man is staring me in my face, Tristan, going on somewhere before I do something to you. Because why would you scare me out of my sleep? I'm like, what? Literally, it's pitch black dark and he's just standing there. And I'm like, I could feel you. You woke me up. What do you want? I just had a nightmare. Come on. Just lay down before you piss me off.
Mm-mm.
That boy is funny and obsessed.
Yes.
I love him.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Back to communication.
Okay.
What makes you feel heard in conversation, or like when it comes to us scheduling or us communicating or us just, having casual conversation. This can be in your relationship, it can be in co-parenting.
Oh,
Specifically, what makes you feel heard?
in the co-parenting situation, because that's the easy answer. Whenever I feel heard when y'all just do what I say. When y'all don't give me no pushback and y'all just be like, yeah, we can switch, or okay, cool. Well, when do I get back or whatever? I'm like, yes. Like, why do we have to go back and forth? Why I gotta explain myself? Yes, I feel heard then. Because at this
You're
point,
so
it
funny.
used to be where I'd be like, hey, I'm flying out of town for 3 days and then coming back for 2 and then coming back to
Because we're not supporting your lifestyle like
right. No,
that.
but I always understood that too. And I used to always try and have a backup plan. So now it's like, well, if I ask to switch now, what's the problem? We don't generally have any issues when it comes
Mm-mm.
to that anymore. But it's just like, I don't ask for much. I know I used to ask for a lot. So it's like, if I don't ask for much now, like we shouldn't have an issue. In my relationship, I feel heard when I'm not getting yelled at.
Mm.
I had to calm myself down from therapy and everything and like really take a step back and look at how I was talking to people. And I do not react well when people raise their voices at me. It
Mm-hmm.
makes me shut down and it makes me get straight in defense mode. And
Mm.
I'll either just not talk to you anymore and I'll think really bad thoughts about what I'm going to do to you,
Mm.
or I just argue back.
Yeah.
And it's never productive when I argue back
Right.
because I have a big personality
Yeah.
and everyone is better off with me even keel.
Yeah.
Nobody wants me to be mad. And like my boyfriend has a big personality, right?
Yeah.
And like he's super calm, super calm, super calm, super calm. Then you push him. That last nudge, woo, it's kind of scary to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it get scary. And I remember being like, well, here it goes. And then I used to be like, I'm about to be along for the ride. And it's actually terrifying to think back. Like, I used to have this man enraged,
Yeah.
right? Like, he used to truly be enraged. But I was like, I want him to be where I'm at. I was enraged.
Mm.
And that was not healthy. Not at all.
I think that's what happens to a lot of relationships. It's like, I want you to meet me where I'm at, but where I'm at is not a good space.
Whether it be positive or negative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically negatively, though, like
Mm-hmm.
that really affects what you do afterwards or how you guys move forward. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to have a healthy co-parenting and y'all was always meeting each other in the negativity,
That's going to be bad.
how are you going to have a healthy co-parenting when y'all was always in the negative?
Mm-hmm. And then, then you add in the other aspect of you're arguing and you don't even realize that you're arguing. And now there's kids in
Mm-hmm.
the other room.
Yep.
And either you got to hide it or they've already caught wind of it because kids are such like, I feel like kids are empaths and they
Yes.
can feel when there's tension in the air. And I had to learn the hard way that was not healthy because I kind of like turned the boys against Dre for a while, when we first were dating and we were in such a tumultuous situation and I would put my kids in precarious situations like riding around looking for him or whatever the case may be. And when we broke up, I thought to myself, oh, they hated him anyways. So whatever. But the first thing Princeton said when he saw Dre again was, hey, Mr. Dre, how'd you get here? And then a little bit later, he was like, you're a good guy, Mr. Dre. So then when we were by ourselves, I was like, hey, do you like Mr. Dre? He was like, I love Mr. Dre. And
Mm.
I'm like, oh my God, I over here planted this seed that this boy don't even like this man. Meanwhile, he really does like him. He just probably didn't like when his mom argued with him. And like now they'll be like, they'll come out, they'll hear argument or hear like a raised voice. And our arguments are so much more controlled now where it's just like a disagreement, come to a understanding and then calm and then we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan will come out and like hug me and I'm like, baby, everything is okay. No, then he'll go hug Dre. I'm like,
Aw.
I told you what he said to him last week.
Mm.
Bye, stepdad of the month. Dre was like,
Not
I
of
like
the
that.
month.
Yeah, because he had just said, y'all go ahead and give me my stepdaddy of the year trophy. And I was like, not stepdaddy of the year, right? And then 5 minutes later, Tristan was saying bye to him. He was like, bye, stepdaddy of the month. And Dre was like, I like that. I like that.
That's
I'll take
cute.
it. So he hasn't stopped telling people at the gym that.
That's so cute.
He's so cute, so sweet. But these kids are paying attention.
Yes.
They pay attention
to everything.
Your communication style, how you treat your woman, how you treat your man, they pay attention.
Yes.
All right,
they
your
do.
turn to answer the question. What makes you feel heard?
When I don't get unsolicited advice, I just like to.
Is that from me or from Gabe?
No,
Or in
that's from
general?
in general. Like I like to say what I want to say, even if it's not right, and I don't want any advice back.
Wow, that was the brattiest thing I've ever heard you say.
No, honestly, I really like to like get things off my chest, say what I have to say, and sometimes I'm not right, and that's okay. Just give me a second to process that it's not right without giving me unsolicited advice. Like I don't know, just somebody telling me how I'm supposed to do it or like what I'm saying is not right just doesn't sit well with me.
You don't like to be told what to do.
No, I'm very stubborn and hard-headed. So like I either have to learn on my own or you just have to give me a second to realize, okay, no, that was dumb. Like, no.
So you're the worst with Instagram comments then? Because they love, or not just social media comments in general, they love telling people what they have to do.
I just don't pay attention. When it comes to social media, I don't pay attention. I am really good about just blocking out social media because at the end of the day, you're behind a screen. Okay, and
So the comment I would write back is, I know you're sitting in your mom's basement. So keep your comments to yourself. So I'm always like, any engagement is good engagement until I get to a comment, until I'm in a bad mood, right? Then I get a comment and I have literally had to stop myself. I will type up the whole comment and then delete it. But these last few days, I've been letting them have it. Oh, I've been letting them have it.
I caught up today. See, I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to the comments.
I do. I think
I pay attention to the good ones, and I'm like, yes, sister, like DM us,
yes,
talk to
twin.
us,
Yes, I see you doing
be
that.
our friend.
Meanwhile, I'm over here fighting for my life in the comments
because they're irrelevant.
I'm like, you're a loser. I love calling somebody a loser,
and they are.
L7, okay, and I'm gonna let them know that they are, and it's probably that's like I'll poke my chest out way too often. Like I'm still being delivered. And me and Dre joke about it all the time, but it's really not a joke. I need to learn how to back down. Stand down. But I can't because the snippet that everyone's talking about, they're trying to paint me and you out to look like we're bashing the father. And I don't like that. I take offense to that because it's personal.
Well, guess what? They're going to tune into the podcast and be like, damn, I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm like.
They're going to eat their words.
I don't think so. I think they're losers, so they're just going to say what they want to say. But hey, catch me outside.
No.
How about that? No. I got a man. Oh, someone came at me and was like, "You're single talking like that," and I was like, "Oh, but I'm not. I love saying I got a man now." But then they can come back to my man. Okay, let's count how many times I've said Dre. This episode alone, take a shot every time I said Dre.
Listen, Dre, Gabe, Tristan, Princeton, anybody. Just anytime you hear a name.
Take a shot. You're going to be wasted by the first 15 minutes.
Clink some wine. Okay. Another thing, communication. What tone escalates things and de-escalates things? I think I can answer this question for you.
I'm waiting.
You already said yelling. When I'm talking to you like this, Adrian.
Oh, that's never going to be good.
Byron. Okay, so what de-escalates? Like, how would you de-escalate from a situation? Or how would you, when you and your baby daddy were in disagreements, what would get y'all to come to one
when agreement? I hang that phone up? Oop. Time. I think once you make me mad, I need some time. I need to disassociate for a minute and come back with a different mindset. Look at with a different set of eyes, because sometimes it's just the minorest things. It could be just a tone that it's that's the problem in the conversation. You could be in a bad mood. Like my mood in the morning and in the evening, two totally different things.
Yeah.
And if I'm already dealing with a million and one other things, and you come at me and I'm like, what? Once I'm up there, ain't no coming back down.
Yeah.
So I just need to. I love, if I had a flip phone, I would do this to Gabe all the time. Because that one right there knows because he doesn't talk to you the way he talks to me. When he gets mad, he be like, bruh, man, whatever. You don't listen. I be like, yee. Anyways, okay, bye. And I'll hang up the phone.
But he does.
Does he? I honestly, I don't know. Maybe I don't see y'all often enough. I don't see him doing that to you. I don't see in my vision.
Because I'm stubborn and I'm hard-headed again.
So y'all be arguing?
No, not really.
Because the boys literally told me, Daddy and Tay never argue.
No, we don't really argue.
So,
but when I'm like being a brat, then he talks to me like, I don't know.
Like he's your daddy?
Yeah.
Really?
And that stresses me out. I don't like that.
So how do you come out of your bad attitude after that? How do you come out of being stubborn with him?
Because then he gets distant or like changes his.
And you don't like that.
I don't like that.
You wanted him to be affectionate.
Yes, yeah. Come back.
That's how I know I messed up with Dre. I'd be like, damn, put your foot on me. Like,
right. Because he'll go silent. And not silent, but like.
I know what you mean.
He'll just like go back to work and I'll be like past my little attitude and I'll be like sending him stuff and he's not responding. I'm like, oh, okay.
You want the same attention.
It's over. My attitude's
we get past
done.
Things so much faster than men.
Yeah.
Dre's told me, he's like, you hurt my feelings. And I'm not a robot. I have feelings. I'm like, oh, you're right. You do have feelings. I know. I'm like, I got feelings too. I just get over them faster than you.
We definitely have to take some self-accountability in how we treat men. Not us necessarily.
I was about to say, I'm about to click the phone on you.
Stop. No, just in general, like for anybody that is in a co-parenting situation, I feel like we always are like, oh, the man. But we also have to like take some self-accountability of, we have attitudes, we have mood swings. Now, the men need to understand, especially postpartum, we are going through some stuff. We are going through hormonal changes. We are going through body changes, mind changes. Like, we are not ourselves.
We got a baby screaming.
Yes. Overstimulation. All of it adds up. So when we have an attitude or like when we're short and then you get short back, like,
that's give me some grace.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
So like when we have attitudes, obviously we need to take self-accountability of, how we are acting in the moment.
Right.
But also men need to understand what's going on because
I think most of them do. Do you think Gabe is like very understanding to your situation?
Oh, that's because I tell him. But I think yes. Even if I wasn't telling him like, oh, like don't play with me today, I'm in a really bad mood. Like he still understands.
Hey, don't before you start. I'm in a bad mood today.
No, because he is such a big kid, so he'll come and play and joke, and I like, especially postpartum, like I don't have time for any of it. I don't have time for the games. I don't have time for the jokes. Like, especially if I'm having
this ain't no game.
Especially if I'm having a day, I'm like, today's not the day. Like, Sarai's stressing me. Everybody's stressing me out. Don't come in here with the joke. Don't come.
Ain't nothing funny.
Nothing's funny. I'll flip all this over. The wrong joke will set it off.
See, you be making me not want to have a kid again. Oh my God, because I remember that feeling like, oh my goodness. But you're right. Like, that's where having the right partner comes into play too. That postpartum situation. Because some guys just don't understand. How do you not understand? I just pushed a human out of my body.
Yes.
The most traumatic experience, the closest thing you'll ever be to death. Now I got to feed these kids from my body. I got to take care of everybody. I got to wipe your butt. I got to wipe his butt. I got to wipe their butt. I got to wipe my butt.
Yes.
It's just a lot. Like they call us superwoman for a reason, but it's just like, I don't want to have to be superwoman all the time. I want to sit down. I was thinking about having another kid. Today is the day I'm thinking no.
Don't let me change your mind.
Yeah, you just reminded me, baby. I'm tired.
Don't let me change your minds.
Dre gonna beat you up.
Okay, because we going on with the questions. How do we say, okay, 2 questions in one. Okay. What's considered reasonable notice to you? And then how do you say no without feeling bad or creating tension? Actually, let me start.
Okay.
Because sometimes I'll be wanting to tell your ass no.
Come on now. Talk to me crazy. I like that. Not Edgar with the head nod. Not him agreeing with you.
Wait,
Okay. Okay. It's jump me day. Okay. Let's talk about it.
No, for real. Because sometimes I'll be wanting to tell your ass no because I need a break.
You say that sometimes.
Yeah, like recently I have said
What was
no.
it?
I don't know.
It was last week because I was like, oh, if you want to just keep them overnight and I'll just grab them from you.
And I was like, no.
Right.
Nah, baby. Mm-mm.
But that was
Can't
like,
do it.
okay, bet. As long as you bring them here, I don't care.
But
Oh, and then I had to meet Gabe. That pissed me off. I wanted
Yeah.
to sock him in his nose.
it was something, but sometimes I'll be wanting to tell you
Because y'all are slow. You're talking about, I thought you were at the gym. Thought we was at the gym on a Sunday.
I didn't say that. I didn't tell him that.
You and Gabe both said it. Gabe was like, I was going to drop him off because I thought y'all was at the gym. On a Sunday, Gabriel?
I don't even know what this was for.
Oh, I remember it. But go ahead. So
What is it for?
you say y'all had them. Y'all had gotten them for the pictures and y'all ended up not doing the pictures.
Oh, yes. And then he had a team
An
bonding event. Yes. But anyways.
Then he gives them back to me with ice cream
talk about
and
that.
soda.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera because
Yeah.
I don't know.
It really wasn't that big
the
of a
situation.
deal.
I was supposed to be taking them. He was going to a team bonding event. I was doing something with Soraya's hair, and then I was taking them downtown.
Right.
But then he took them to the team bonding event. And then was bringing them.
So it was a miscommunication at your household that got us miscommunicated.
So
I didn't really care.
At this point,
Dre was like, Adrian, let's just go pick them up. Like, it's not a big deal. I was like, because we ain't had no kids. We was chilling at the house. I was like, I want to
enjoying
relax.
it.
Sunday nights, I love football. I want to relax and sit down.
Mhm.
But okay, tell me more about myself. You say sometimes you want to tell me now.
Tell you about yourself. Instead of like saying no, I just come up with, like a compromise.
Yeah.
Like, how about we do this instead of, me just saying, can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do no.
And I think that's a good resolution.
Yeah, instead of just being like, no.
Right. Because that's like
what
comes
if-
off nasty.
Yeah, what solves anything by just saying no? And Gabe always tells me, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with solutions.
Come on, using your man's
He be
theory.
Listen, when you listen to men be giving some real good life advice sometimes. I learned a lot. I be learning.
You know what? Cheers to y'all. No, the boys, if they ever say it at your house, they be like, do it right, do it light, do it long, do it wrong, do it long. That's from Dre. Or play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm like, okay, life lessons by Dre.
Yes.
I know that's right. Because I would have never thought to say that.
No.
Or do that. And then they be doing rolls on the turf down the way. Because they're always in trouble at the gym.
Dang.
And got to do a workout. But so that's your what was the question so I could tell you my answer?
Reasonable time.
Okay, that's what I was going to
timing.
address. Like when y'all I think y'all always give a reasonable amount of time. Like I genuinely don't have many digs towards y'all cuz y'all get it, And if it's not y'all, you get it. Cuz he a little slow. I think he would be like, I don't care what Adrian say. I think you're more like okay, come on now, let's be smart. Like when y'all went out of the country for his birthday and y'all were like a month in advance, or like, hey, we're going. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, of course. I think there was another birthday. He didn't tell me until like 2 weeks ahead of time. I was like, whoa. And that was my thought and bopping days. So I was like, hey.
You got
Cutting
stuff
it a
lined
little
up.
close.
Lined up.
But that was, I had already put it in my brain like it's his birthday.
Yeah.
So I kind of block it off. Like I'm automatically assume I'm gonna have my birthday off. So I'm gonna give him his birthday off because that's just out of respect.
Yes.
And not a lot of people will give that to everybody. But I do unto others as I want them to do unto me. So again, what's in a reasonable amount of time? If it's something that's an extended amount of time, I'd say a month, 2 weeks in advance is a good amount of time. But if it's something that's just like, hey, we're just going for a day or two, can you do XYZ? I really don't care as long as we can do it. I would, and if I can't do it, I generally offer solutions. I would like my dad, and y'all have no issues picking up from my dad's house and stuff like that too. So
yeah,
because it takes a village. Like
it really does. If you were to do scheduling through the court system, I'm not sure if you guys ever did that
We did.
or not. Okay. What would be like one thing you just would be a no for you?
Well, I used to think 50-50 was a no for me. I cried in mediation. I
Mm.
didn't want to let go of my children. And not because I didn't want them around Gabe, just because I had such an unhealthy attachment to my children until I realized mama had a life outside of them kids too.
Mhm.
Um, I really, truly, truly, truly feel bad for single mothers that don't have the father involved in their life because they never get that break.
Mhm.
And when Gabe and I separated and I went those 2 or 3 months with him not being able to see his kids, it might not even been that long. I might be exaggerating. Um, I was like, oh, okay, I need a break. Even though I lived with my dad. So I had my dad and his girlfriend
Mhm.
to help. And then my sister lived with us at the time. So I still got somewhat of a break, but they still would be like, all right, now come home. When they were with their dad for a week, they can do whatever. Um, when we after experiencing 50-50, I was like, "Oh, okay, I can rock with this." But at first I was absolute negative with that. And then when we were exchanging at the police station.
Yeah.
Now that my children are aware of things, I'm so thankful that we don't do that anymore because I don't really think that that's healthy for kids.
Mm-mm.
I think because again, they know everything. They are paying attention.
Yeah.
And I think such a negative connotation when it comes to police and obviously exchanging children at a police department. You're seeing police officers, you're seeing all these negative situations. I really don't fool with that.
Yeah. That's why I have never put Jaden's dad on child support because I never wanted to go through like scheduling with the court. Honestly, I think it was partially selfish
Mhm.
because I didn't want to share my child in the first place.
Mhm.
But just like the thought of, having to do 50-50 was really just stressing me out
Yeah.
in my mind.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens with a lot of women. Like, I don't want to do 50-50 with you.
No.
I really don't.
Mm-mm.
But on the plus side of doing 50-50, you get a break. You get to relax. I don't really get a break, but you get
You
to
don't at all, and I was just thinking
relax.
about that.
That's why I'm like, take them too, because I got 3 more at home. Take
Yeah.
them.
No, and I keep that in consideration too when I'm like asking y'all questions. I'm like, Tay needs a break. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Gabe, I don't care. I don't care about Gabe needing a break. But us, a lot falls on us as moms.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I'm like, on top of having all these children, you're also a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you're away from
Just
kids,
started.
you're with other kids, and
Yeah.
overstimulation is a real thing, and it can get exhausting. But yeah, I that was something that I was concerned about. I mean, but I also feared a lot. I lived in a lot of fear all my life. Like I don't know where this anxiety and fear and worry and doubt came from, but it was planted in me somewhere somehow, and I didn't realize that until I found God, and I was like, "Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness, that's how." Like I always would say, I have anxiety," but I'm like, "Oh no, I have fear, worry, and doubt, and all of that
Yeah.
combined, and that's scary and stressful, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So even when the boys weren't at your house, they would be with me, and if I went out for the night, I'd be like, "Oh, what if someone comes and does something to my kids? What if my dad is mad at my kids and he whoops them?" Or I thought the craziest things about everyone so that I would be like, "You know what? I'm just going to stay around them." And it really bothered me. But you can't live like that um, in fear all the time. So leaving them with my dad, it helped me like calm those thoughts down, but it definitely was bad for a while.
Yeah.
And then thinking when they went over to his dad's house, like, what if Tay wanted to do something to them? What if anybody wanted to do something to them? So I'm so thankful that they can talk now, right? And they can
Mm-hmm.
express themselves. But
Yes.
it was definitely something that I thought about
Yeah.
for sure. I'm not ashamed to say it either.
Yeah. Well,
I know they're safe
yeah, I
now
was about
though.
to say I'm glad you're at peace now.
No,
Like,
for sure. I
they're
mean, and
always
that's
safe
why
in our hands.
being in a co-parenting situation helps so much. Like
Yeah.
knowing that my kids are like they talk about Princeton. I think Princeton wants you to be his mom. I might have said this before. I think Princeton wants you to be his mom over me. And he always tell me, "I love you, mom. I love Tay Tay too, though." Okay, we get it. We get it. We know you love her. Tristan, he might as well be a titty baby. He might as well still be on it right
Yes.
now. But that
Mm-hmm.
Princeton, he gonna tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
Cause he a little ahead of his time.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. I love him. My baby is reading at a 5th grade level and he's in 2nd grade. But go ahead.
And he's so smart.
So smart.
Just to kind of start wrapping things up, obviously scheduling isn't always perfect and communication isn't always perfect, what is one good piece of advice that you would give somebody that might not be in the best co-parenting situation but wants to get that scheduling on point and the communication on point? What is one key advice that you would give them?
So if you know you struggle in the communication arena and the scheduling arena, I think that a solid parenting plan should just be in place. Like have a routine and stick with that routine, and do not stray from it until you guys can come to a better agreement with
Mm-hmm.
one another and be able to communicate amongst one another. And because like people are always like, y'all just be switching like that. I'm like, yeah, we get along.
Mm-hmm.
Like he understands me, I understand him, his partner understands me, and vice versa. Um, but if I were to be in a space where I couldn't communicate with Gabe one on one, I'd say go through the
Use
courts.
ChatGPT.
No, I would not. I would not suggest that because some people are crazy and they still don't think that way. I would just say whatever parenting plan you guys went through in mediation, if you went through the courts, stick with that and just don't stray from it because any type of change might trigger somebody because that's
Yes.
truly what it is. Um, and I experience a lot of people that go through that, and I really feel bad for them. But moving from that, I would say try and work on probably yourself, because the communication starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have an erratic co-parent that does not want to cooperate, that's one thing. All you can control is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to have a better situation, you got to put your best foot forward first and fix the way you communicate with others, not just your co-parent.
Yeah. I would say be the bigger person.
Mm-hmm.
If and this is what I was saying about using ChatGPT to create a schedule, use ChatGPT that would create your schedule and then ask the other person, does this work for you?
Okay, if
Hey,
they don't go to the courts.
put it in considerate, like make it so that it seems like they are having input, they're also in control of the situation, but really like
You guided them.
it's your schedule, you created this plan and you're just asking them, hey, does this work for you?
Yeah.
And that's simple conversation that could, it
Elevate the
could
relationship.
work. If it goes left, don't come back at me saying I tried this and it didn't work. Listen.
And you also can't just say, I tried. No, you have to try and have a positive attitude about it. And
Mm-hmm.
when you try, you have to understand that the other person can say no.
Yeah.
It's not, that's not set in stone.
And then when they say no, okay, instead of just the
Being
no
combative.
and shutting down, what would work? What would work?
Yeah.
Come up with
some of the
solutions.
conversations that I've seen on our TikToks of like the people responding of like, oh, it couldn't be me and da 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 da. And I know why it couldn't be you. Because you already being negative.
Yeah.
You being negative to some strangers that are trying to put out a positive outlook. I know you being negative in your relationship with that person because you're hurt about something and you need to heal from that and you're projecting versus doing the healing.
Trying.
Yeah, like it really don't serve you none to
Take a
beef with
deep
these
breath.
people, bro. You probably want to be back with that person. That person probably ain't no good for you. You need to actually talk to me. I am the queen of telling the girl, move on, child. It's a billion niggas out there. I'm just, hey, I just made a TikTok about it today and showed my boyfriend, hey, we had to try 3-4 times. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because I am definitely not pro staying for the kids. I don't think that's a healthy space for children.
No, not at all.
Because the kids can see that y'all are not happy. So if the relationship is not working with the co-parent, go find your own peace and happiness. Because the happier you are, the happier the parent is, the happier the child is.
Absolutely.
And I did not tell you this. I did not tell you. I told myself I was going to save it for the pod. And after this, we can wrap it up.
I'm scared.
Am I blowing you right now?
I'm scared.
Tristan said in the grocery store the other day, he's like, yeah, because I want mommy and daddy to be together still. Princeton said, don't say that, brother. He was like, he got nervous. I said, why did you say that? He was like, I don't know. I just want y'all to be in the same house. I said, well, you do know that if mommy and daddy were still together, you wouldn't have Tay, you wouldn't have Soraya, you wouldn't have Grayson, you wouldn't have Jaden. He goes, okay, I don't want mommy and daddy to be together anymore. I said, okay, watch your mouth now. I said, also, never happening.
Y'all are funny.
Is this thing on? Never happening. Okay.
Anyways.
What? Don't piss me off today. Don't piss me off today. Look, not today. The jokes ain't gonna work today. Using you on you. Man, kids are crazy. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, this was so great. We covered, communication, went into scheduling a little bit more. Got to yap.
Drop some tidbits off to some people.
Yeah, I always love yapping about, just.
We took some pictures earlier.
Life. Oh, so cute.
Oh my gosh, these pictures are gonna be so beautiful.
So cute.
And funny.
So cute.
Yeah, I love it. I'm excited. But yeah, that might wrap up episode 4.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Share your guys' stories, comment, reach out to us.
We'll put the email address down below. We made an email just so you guys can send in your testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to hear your stories. We want to hear the good stories, the bad stories, and anything in between.
Yep.
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And catch us again next week. We love it here. And that'll be a wrap for us.